Hello, I'm Omri. We're gonna pick up this pinhead puzzle box. Did you know that Clive Barker hates the name Pinhead? And the real name is the Priest, but no one wants to call him that because his head is full of pins. But he doesn't like it when people do call it that. I would have embraced it. I feel like, I mean, it's Pinhead. I would have embraced it and been like, yeah, it's like social commentary. Because he does a lot of gendered horror, I think. But I'm no expert. I have approximate knowledge on some things. And if it's not special, then why did you zoom out, camera? These pews aren't seatable. And that pew is like bleeding. Like there's no seat to these. I've only been to church a couple times, which is odd because my family is very religious. But churches smell really weird. I don't know what it is. Like this, like you can tell it smells like a church. I guess I went to Sunday school. Okay, here's my little confession. I've never stolen as much in my life as I did when I was in Sunday school. Because, I don't know, it was a bunch of mix of kids. And like a lot of the kids, some of the kids were like more well-off, from more well-off families than me. So I'd go over to the house to play, and they would have all these toys, and all these games, and all these books. And I would just like slide them into my backpack at the sleepover, because I was like, pretty. I don't get to have that. I go to Toys R Us, and my mom's like, you pick one for the year. No, not for the year, but like, it's like, you get one. And I was always very stressed out. Where am I going? Midway, hospital. Cafe. Is there a hospital? I don't see one. Convenience store. I can zoom in. And I was maybe like 7. But I guess we're all equal in the eyes of God, so a sin is a sin. But yeah, whenever I'd go over to these people's houses, they would like have a room filled with like things to play with. And I was like, they're not gonna miss one. I would always still like their picture books. Not like the big ones, but like the little ones, just because I like looking at the illustrations. So ironically, Sunday school made me a worse off person. This is why you don't go to church, kids. Brett, I know they're all authors, right? Would you consider Ray Bradbury like a horror author? Horror? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Oh, Silent Hill. Gas station. Bridge. I do have the bridge key. Okay. He's wrote like some spooky stories, but I always associated more with sci-fi. Also, I will speak my truth here, because this is my channel that I went to. I see no significant difference between sci-fi and fantasy. I think they should both be called fantasy. Like, I think it should be, they're both, because fantasy, I think, in like high fiction, like elves and Lord of the Rings and stuff. Someone littered. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna use that. Thank you, litterer. And I don't know why I feel so strongly about this, but it always irked me when people were like, oh, sci-fi or fantasy. Because I feel like fundamentally, they are the same genre. Because what are those two things defined by, right? Usually the world building and the system that, like, that's like sort of the backdrop for the characters in the story and whatever it's trying to say or do. So like an autobiography is categorized by someone who wrote a story or a thing about themselves, I think somewhat factually. I don't think it has to be factual. Or like a textbook is like certified information. How come, like, yes please, how come sci-fi and like high fantasy are separated when ultimately the purpose is a story taking place in a fictional world with fictional rules? Do I not have the key? Maybe I sound really stupid, and that's okay. Yeah, end sentence, but this is something I've had on my mind that I never expressed. That was very loud in my ear, and I didn't like it. All I'm saying is, I think sci-fi fantasy, I think the split is unnecessary. Is the bridge gonna come alive and eat me? What's happening? I guess it was still lowering. I don't ever want to sound like a pretentious asshole. So I try not to be too... The bridge is down, man. Stop making a noise. 35 is the speed limit. Harry, you speed demon. So watch your gait. Because I just don't ever want to come across like, oh, I'm right, because I'm not. It's just an opinion. I worry that I come across as too aggressive at times of my opinions. So I often don't share them at all. But hopefully, going back to the origin of this channel, this was meant to challenge my crippling anxiety. That I'll prove myself wrong and that, like, you know what? I shared the opinion and nothing too bad is gonna happen to me. You know, I said my piece. And I'll only get mauled by pterodactyls a few times. You know, the worst thing about anxiety is that you have to face it. And that's like so much more painful than it sounds. But now I'm feeling all nostalgic. I remember when I first recorded Clock Tower. Way back. I think I threw up. Or at least was very close to vomiting. Because I just built this up in my head that my voice was wrong. It was bad. And I was not good. ironically, I felt more like a ghost back then than I do now. Excuse me, sir. And this was a way to sort of prove myself that I could be out in the world and things wouldn't completely fall apart on me. Yeah, I mean, I would be attacked and mauled by dogs in a little cute little dog park. But I wouldn't die from that. I would just get seriously injured. You know what? And that's the important thing, is anxiety lies. It'll tell you that you're gonna die from those, die via dog, and you're not. You're gonna bleed a lot, yeah. But you're not gonna die. And that's my comforting word for everyone. I thought that truck was gonna hit me for some reason. I'm not going the right way anymore. And I say that to myself because I know the next time I sit down to record whatever it is I record, I'm gonna sit there and do my nervous little shake for like a good 3 hours before I get to recording. And that's just no way to live your life. So if you're looking for that push, do it. Cause and I'm not saying do it and be like be good or even expect good things. Just expect to be wrong. Like, you know, like feel like Harry Mason. You can go the wrong way. And the only thing that's stopping you is the pterodactyls. But you have guns. And running powers. So you run into that snow. And you find your daughter. Whatever that means for you. Why can I not find this place? You gotta very carefully navigate the corner. Was this? I don't even know if this is where I was meant to go. But you know what? It's okay to be wrong. I kind of don't want to go back in there. I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay. Do I have to kill the... I don't know what I was doing there. Oh, there's the door. There's the hospital. Oh, a marble. I also got those creepy ads that they have in all hospitals. Well, I know something did it spooky, but I just want to see my piece. So they have those creepy ads in like hospitals where it's like advertising a service or a medication. And you're just like, why are you like this? I don't want to be sold. I just want to be given the things that I need to live or not live. Or, you know, just exist in this plane. I thought those were like gumball machines for some reason. You know, for the kids. Okay, I was worried I like broke it, but I did not. Is that his hand? Foot? What is that? Oh no, that's a... You see them too, I see. You look very well adjusted.
Hold it!
I said hold it!
Stop! Don't shoot!
He already did.
Wait! I'm not here to fight. My name is Harry Mason. I'm in town on vacation.
So am I.
God, another human being.
Do you work here?
I
just said I was on vacation.
I work at this hospital.
So maybe you can tell me what's going on.
Their voices are too similar.
I really can't say. I was taking a nap in the staff room. When I woke up, it was like this.
No likely
Everyone seems
story.
to have disappeared. And it's snowing out, this time of year. Something's gone seriously wrong.
I know, climate
Did you
change.
see those monsters?
No.
Have you ever seen such aberrations?
Yes.
Ever even heard of such things?
Maybe.
You and I both know creatures like that don't exist.
How would you know?
Yeah. Have you
Also-
seen a little girl anywhere?
What do you mean, creature?
I'm looking
Pterodactyls?
for my daughter. She's only 7. Short, black hair.
She's missing. I'm sorry. But with all those monsters around, I highly doubt that she's...
I have a gun too, Dr. Hoffman, so don't play
Sorry,
games with me.
I didn't mean to alarm you. Your wife, she's here with you?
She died 4 years ago. Now it's just me and my daughter.
And my
I see.
guns.
I'm sorry.
And my broken arm, jeez.
Well, I'd better be going.
Well, you're the only other human I know, so I'm
Can't
gonna
just
leave.
sit around here doing nothing.
Then why were
So
you sitting
long.
around here
Good
doing
luck out there.
nothing? I don't know if I trust that man. I don't even know if that man was real. Another... Cut? Nope. The files up there are all warped. Well, there's a newspaper. I want the juicy town gossip. Known murderer, Dr. Hoffman. How long is it? Okay, I'll stop. That's not where I wanted to end up. I wanted to end up behind the register. But it's a good place to stop for now. Thank you so much for watching and listening to my stupid rambles. I really appreciate it. Because I'm no good at these games, so I hope you're at least tuning in for something. And I hope that something is positive. That doesn't look like an appropriate thing to put up on a hospital wall. I want to keep playing, but I don't really have time. I should stop. But there's lore to be found. Yes. I bet there's like people out there that are like, this is a Silent Hill no map run. And it's not impressive, it's just kind of sad. Anyway, I'll see you next time.